Tonight's game we have Avonlea versus Oxbow Alameda. Avonlea's in black. Starting lineup for Avonlea tonight is Coy, Colton, Brandon. And on defense we have Andrew, and I gotta see Braden out there. Puck is whistled down. Thomas, Michael, Colby on forward, Wyatt. Puck is out of play. Chase and Wyatt out on defense. Face-off's controlled by Avonlea. Michael has it in the corner. Pass out front, it's a goal. Good hustle by the Oxbow forward to beat the D-man of the puck. Puck goes into Oxbow's end. Intercepted by Elijah. Elijah fires this, goes behind the net. Battle along the boards. Max with a hit along the boards, takes his opponent down. Chance for Oxbow. Intercepted by Andrew. Colton fires it up. Coy gets to it, maybe, not quite. Oxbow D-man beats him to it. Puck clears Avonlea's zone. Chase and Wyatt out there on defense for Avonlea right now. Colton dumps this in. Thomas with it behind the net. He's got Colton and Colby out there. Thomas gains his own, just misses getting hit there. Chase flips this up, past Thomas. Puck is fired back in. It's going to be held in by Braden at the point. Shot at the point by Wyatt. Goes into Michael behind the net, where he gets pinned up against the boards. Back to Wyatt at the point. Wyatt with the shot. Knocked down by Thomas, and it's a goal! That'll be Colby Duncan with the goal. With 16:41 remaining in this first period. It's a 1-1 game. Max going in. Cutting to the net. Chance for Oxbow here. Pass across to their D. Shot off Elijah's stick, goes wide of the net. Shot saved by Ty. Blown down for a whistle. Brendan Colton out there. Puck is fired all the way down. Goalie might have to play it. It went wide of the net, so icing will be the call. Face-off's going to be taken by Coy. It's won by Oxbow. The shot from the point goes wide of the net. Brendan steals it, but it goes right into the Oxbow player. Puck's intercepted by Colby. For Oxbow is circling the net. Pass to the D-man. D-man was not at the blue line yet. Fans on that pass. Michael just about stole it. Braden rings it around the boards to Michael. Michael steps up, gets it out of the blue line. Nice poke check by Braden. Off the glass. Down to Michael. That's a sidestep a hit there. Line change for Avonlea. Colby clears the puck. D-to-D pass here for Oxbow. Andrew with a big hit. Max's stick goes in the air and he catches it in midair. We have Cameron, Max, Colby out there. Elijah up the boards, but it's into the Oxbow player's skates. Chance for the forward to shoot. Ty with the big save. Coy, Brendan, Colton out there. Chase dumps that into Oxbow's end. It's stolen by Brendan. Brendan bumps his man, gets the puck off. Colton out front. Goalie makes a save, holds it for another face-off. 13:29 remaining. Colton taking this draw for Avonlea. Brennan on left. Sorry, Coy taking the draw. Colton on right. Pass out front, it's broken up, but it goes right to the D-man where Colton blocks it. Might have an icing here. Face-off's going to be taken by Coy. Back to Oxbow's D. D shoots it. Glove saved by Ty. Avonlea get a line change here. Thomas taking this draw for Avonlea. He's got Michael and Colby out there on wing. Braden and Andrew on defense. Michael with the steal. 14 from Oxbow tries to shoot, but it's broken up last second by, I think that was Andrew that broke that up. Goes up off the glass past Andrew. Braden's going to backhand this up to Andrew. Andrew across over to Colby. Colby flips this up to Michael. Michael dumps this all the way in. We'll get a line change here for Avonlea. Puck's held in by Avonlea's D. Chase, I guess that was. Elijah stole that puck, gets it up to Max. Max loses it last second. Brendan out front. It's going to go out to Andrew. Andrew with the shot from the point. Blocked. Might have an icing here. 11:36 remaining. We will have an icing. Face-off win for Oxbow. Puck battle along the boards here. Shot goes over the net. Oxbow's D dumps it in. Goes to Andrew's side. Number 11 from Oxbow tries to, oh, it's a deflection, goes off from Elijah, I believe. Pass out front, shot deflected off of an Avonlea player, I believe. Colton with the shot, goes a little wide. Chase dumps it in. We have Coy, Colton, Brendan out there on forward, Wyatt and Chase on D. Puck is flipped up along the boards. Wyatt with the shot, blocker saved by the Oxbow goalie. Rebound was sitting in front of the net, but nobody could get to it. Chance for Oxbow with the shot. Goes a little wide. Colton, or Coy gets hit along the boards, which makes the puck go over to Colton. Colton with a chance. Kick saved by the goalie. Colby, actually, I guess. 14 from Oxbow has got some speed coming in. Shoots over the net. Colby gets it to the blue line and bounces out. D-to-D pass. They flip it in. Goes wide of the net. Braden's gonna have to pick it up. Brings it around the boards over to Michael. Michael up to Thomas. We have Thomas, Colby, Michael out there. Thomas makes a nice step. Offside will be the call. Colby takes a half a step off. .8:56 remaining in this first period. Face-off win for Avonlea. Brendan, or Cameron, Max, and Elijah out there. Elijah gets a stick on to partially break it up, but it goes right back to the Oxbow forward. Pass up to Elijah. Elijah flips this in wisely. He had pressure on him. Battle along the boards here. Chase with a nice pinch at the blue line to hold that puck in. Oxbow flips this out of play. They will get a whistle and a line change. Face-off will be in Oxbow's zone. With Coy taking this draw, Colton on right, Brendan on left. Chase and Wyatt on defense. The puck is deflected and goes over the net. Face-off's controlled by Oxbow. Nice poke check by Chase. Brendan chips it up along the boards. Doesn't get it by, but Chase falls up and gets it out. Colton with a forecheck here. Oxbow's going to control it and bring it out. Wyatt flips this up to neutral zone. Lead pass here for Oxbow. Nice back check by Wyatt. Levin didn't even get the shot off. He had a breakaway. Puck is flipped out of the playing surface and it's going to be whistled down for a face-off. Thomas taking this draw. Face-off's controlled by Avonlea. Thomas gets it out. Might have an icing here. It is waved off. Andrew picks it up the blue line, fires this into Michael. Michael flips it in front. Intercepted by the Oxbow D-man. Thomas fires this back in. Pass out front by Michael, doesn't quite connect with Thomas. Mishandled by Oxbow, ends up going to Braden. Thomas with a chance. Backhand deflected, it goes a little wide. Curls it up, tried cycling back to Colby, but Colby went in front. Shot from the point by Andrew, goes a little wide, it's picked up by Thomas. Thomas rolls this back to Elijah. Elijah rotates this behind the net, doesn't quite get to Andrew. Andrew steps up onto his man. Puck is flipped up along the boards. Andrew runs through his man. Elijah tries flipping this up along the boards, but it's held in by the 17 of Oxbow. Max picks it up, bounces it off the boards, clears the zone. 4:46 remaining in this first period. Line change here for Avonlea. Oxbow up to the 14. Wyatt got a little stick on that to break up the shot. Wyatt off the boards, held in by the Oxbow D-man, goes to 14. Shot deflected off of Wyatt's stick, goes over the net. Ty didn't actually see that one. Brendan makes his D-man duck. Boy dumps it in. Three on two here for Oxbow. Oxbow shoots. Glove save by Ty. Holds it for a face-off with 3:43 remaining. Have Thomas taking this draw. Michael and Colby are out there. Michael gets it to center ice and dumps it all the way in. Thomas with the forecheck. Flips it over to Michael. Michael with the pass over to Thomas behind the net. Out to front to Colby. Just misses on that one-timer redirection. Avonlea cycling the puck really good here. Colby knocks his man down. Oxbow clears it. Fired all the way into Avonlea's zone. Andrew, that would have been, flipped it out. Neutral zone. Fired back into Avonlea's zone. It's getting picked up by Andrew again. Flips it up along the boards, goes off, an Oxbow player goes in front. Be high sticking, they'll call it. Whistled down because of a high stick on the puck. Face-off win here for Avonlea. Goes back to Chase. Turns. He's got pressure on him. Shot from the points, blocked by Cameron. Elijah grabs it. Oxbow fires it in. pass up to Elijah along the boards, chips it, doesn't get it by. Yes, he does, actually. Stretch pass intercepted, read well by Wyatt. Wyatt with a big collision. Chase steps up, goes off of an Oxbow player's shin. Wyatt with a shot from the point, just misses. Goalie's blocker was a little late on that one. Brendan in front. Coy tries to chip it to him, but it goes off an Oxbow player's stick into the corner. Colton shoots, gets knocked down, gets the shot off. Brendan fires around to Wyatt. Wyatt with a shot from the point. Loose in front. Brendan can't get a stick on it. We got a penalty coming up against Oxbow here, I believe. We have a charging penalty coming up to Oxbow. Number 22 from Oxbow. Puck goes out of play into the bench. Just so it took out a coach. Face-off's controlled by Avonlea. Chips it behind the net to Cameron. Cameron back to Wyatt. Wyatt with a slap shot. It's loose in front. Thomas couldn't get the shot off. Nice play by Brendan. Puck is fired all the way into Avonlea's zone. Brandon grabs it, or Braden, I should say. Across to Cameron. Offside.
Good call.
.46 seconds remaining in this first period. Thomas taking this draw with Colby on left and Cameron on right. Puck is flipped past Braden into the zone. Wyatt's going to grab it. Wyatt with a stretch pass up to Thomas. Thomas deflects it. It goes into the zone, but it's thrown back out. Oh, puck goes off of the linesman's leg on Cameron.
Hold it! Hold it!
Shot on tie. Gloves it. It's stuck in his glove. 20 seconds remaining. Puck up to Colby. Colby flips it over, but the winger was going for a line change. Oh! Braden steps up. Oh! Colton misses the one-timer. That's another shot. Max with the shot. 0.6 seconds remaining. There'll be a flood after this period. That'll do it for this period. 2-1 in favor of Oxbow. Avonlea in black, Oxbow in white. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. that down about another 5 pounds. Welcome back to the second period. Avonlea will start with a 33, 32-ish second power play here. We have Thomas, Colby, Cameron on forward. We have Braden and Andrew on D. Pass misses Thomas. It's going to be fired all the way down. Picked up by Braden. 15 seconds remaining in this power play. Chance. Tie with the save. That'll do it for the power play. Face off in Avonlea's zone has Coy with Colton and Brendan out there. Wyatt flips this up to Brendan's side, gets the blue line. Oh. Offside will be the call. Oxbow fires this in off the face-off. Coy gets it by. We got a 2-on-1. Coy with the shot. Goes off the goalie's blocker. Pass out front to Brandon. Brandon can't quite get it. Chase steps up, takes a slap shot. It goes off of Oxbow player. Shot goes high and wide from Wyatt. Chase gathers the puck up. Colton bringing it, loses control at the last second. Andrew with it behind the net, brings it up along Elijah's side, can't quite gather it in. Gets it out though. Max chasing it down. It's to Elijah. Elijah flips this all the way into Oxbow's zone. Shot by Braden, blocked by the D-man. Stolen by Max. Pass out front. Nope, he's gonna circle with it. That's Max. Wraps it around over to Andrew's side. He's going to pitch, hold it in. Max with it behind the net. Puck is fired towards the net. Gloved and then thrown down by Ty. Pass up to Elijah along the boards, goes off the glass and gets it out. A foot race for this. Colby gonna beat his D-man to the puck. Thomas gets to it, holds it in. Shoots and glove save by Ty. .53 remaining in the second period. Chase with it at the blue line, gets it in. Michael along the boards, battling. Puck goes out to the point where Wyatt shoots it. Glove, blocker save. Picked up by Colby. Colby flips this up to Michael. Michael's gonna get hit. Braden shoots it. Thomas flips this back to Wyatt. Wyatt with the shot from the point. Michael with the rebound, can't put the puck to the net. It's going to be cleared off the glass to Braden. Braden bounces it off, goes all the way back into Oxbow's zone. .22 from Oxbow ices that puck. It's going to be a face-off coming back to Oxbow's zone. We have Colton, Toy, and Brendan out on forward. Andrew and Braden on D. Braden breaks up that pass. Puck goes out front. Andrew's battling with his man in front. Toy gets it clear. Bounces off the boards, gets it all the way in. Braden with a slap shot, rebounds loose in front. Colton with the shot, goes off the side of the net. Held in by Andrew. Chips this to the Oxbow goalie. He's going to hold it. Get a whistle. Avonlea got a couple chances there. Cameron, Max, Elijah out there on forward. Avonlea wins the face-off back to Wyatt. Wyatt with the slap shot, or the shot from the point. Goalie makes a stick save. Pass out front. Ty holds his post, keeps it out of the net. Shot from the point is deflected. Shot goes through the crease. Stick save by Ty. Chips it up. 2-on-2 here for Oxbow. Puck doesn't connect with anyone in front. Cameron kicks it up to Colby. Colby across to Elijah. Elijah dumps this in. Oh, it goes off the linesman. Colby's still battling. He gets it. Avonlea the line change. 3 fresh forwards. Colby pass out front. It's broken up by the Oxbow D-man. They're bobbling it. Avonlea gets it back. Michael's got a chance here. Circle in the net. .14 from Oxbow, loses control of that puck. Wyatt with the shot from the point, goes off the glove, the blocker. Braden holds it in. Pass across, Colby, the goalie, with a nice stretch save. 14 from Oxbow, he's got a half a step on Thomas. Thomas gets a stick in there. Michael gets it off the boards and out, a play. He whistled down. Picked up a 2 and a 10. Or just a 10. They're not short-handed, I don't believe. behind. Picked up by Braden. Up to Max. Oxbow fires this in, goes off Braden's glove. Pass out front, broken up, off the post, keeps it out. Scramble, puck is fired out of play for a whistle. Thomas, Michael, Colby out there. Chase with the puck over to Michael's side, chips this up to Thomas with a nice little play. 2-on-1 here for Avonlea. Pass across to Colby, gets broken up. Wyatt. Lead pass up to Colby off his stick. Icing will be waved off. Puck is cleared of Oxbow's zone back to Wyatt. Wyatt bounces off the boards. Can't connect with anyone. Thomas deflects it. Goes into Oxbow's zone. Stretch pass here for Oxbow. It fails to connect. Goes over to Chase. Chase up to Colby, deflects it to Cameron. Cameron chips this up to Elijah. Elijah with the shot. Glove saved by the goalie. Cameron out there taking this draw. Elijah and Max on forward. Max circling the net. Elijah picks up the loose puck, bounces it off the boards into Max behind the net. Absorbs that hit, gets it over to Cameron. Battle along the boards here. Braden with a nice hit. Slows down 14. Andrew circling. Oxbow's 18 is injured. Took a bad step, I believe. Puck is flipped up over to Elijah's side. Also dumps this in with 10 remaining. Shot from the point. Covered by Ty. Still a 2-1 game in favor of Oxbow. Shot goes wide. Deflected over the net. Goes over to Colton's side. Colton absorbs a hit but gets it out of the zone. Wyatt grabs the loose puck. He's got some room to skate. Wyatt with the shot. It's saved. Held for a face-off. We have Thomas, Colby, Mike on forward, Chase and Wyatt on D. Pass out front to Michael. Michael with the shot. Goalie makes a stick save. Shot by Colby, blocked by D-man. Avonlea's getting some chances here. Thomas with a rebound chance, can't get it in. Thomas with a nice circle. Cycling, stepping up front, gets broken up. Wyatt steps in, holds it in. It's cleared now. Wyatt over to Chase. Chase flips this up to Colby's side. Oxbow breaks it out. Stick check by Chase. Gets it up to Thomas. Thomas is clearing the zone. He's in. Glove saved by the Oxbow goalie. Rebound goes to Colby. Thomas circling, trying to find an open man. Has to circle back. Pass out front is intercepted by the Oxbow forward, but he wobbles the puck. Turns it over to Michael. Michael to shot, goes off of Thomas. Oxbow's going to ice this puck. Should allow Avonlea to get fresh legs out for this face-off and maybe keep this pressure on. Face-off in Oxbow's end here. Cameron taking this draw with Elijah and Max on forward. Oxbow controls that face-off. Braden tries to chip it in, but it goes right to an Oxbow forward. Nice sidestep. Crossbar and out of play. Cameron taking this drop. Pass over to Max along the boards. Max has got it. Out. Chips it to himself. Oh, just about got by 17 of Oxbow. Wyatt chips this up to Max's side. Cameron steals it. Got Elijah in front. Cameron circling. Back to Chase. Chase with the shot. Gets it over to Cameron again. Cameron back to Max. Oxbow flips this puck out of play. They will get a line change. Colton on right, Coy on center, Brendan on left wing, Andrew and Braden on D. Andrew with the shot from the point, had to just flip it in. Oxbow with the chance here, broken up by Coy. There's a penalty coming up to Andrew for interference probably. Be a 2-minute penalty for Andrew. We have Thomas taking this draw. Oxbow wins that face-off. D-to-D pass, deflected off of Thomas's stick. Colby's the other winger out there. Braden and Wyatt are D. $14 for Oxbow. Circling, pass back to the corner. Ty from Oxbow looks like he was going to shoot. Pass back to 14. 14's going to get a chance. Shoots it wide. Braden off the boards and out. Minute 16 remaining in this power play. Offside is the call. Oxbow controls the face-off. Max and Cameron out there on this penalty kill for forwards. Wyatt and Chase on D. Slap shot from the point. Smothered and held for a face-off by Ty. Face-off's controlled by Avonlea. Wyatt off the boards. Gets to the point where it's held in by number 9 for Oxbow. Wyatt slides out, gets it clear. Oxbow skating in. 28 seconds remaining in this power play. Pass to the corner. Tries to shoot short side. Ty had that covered. Pass out front, broke it up. It's a chance for number 9. Ty covers it. Wyatt, Braden on D, Coy and Colton on forward. Puck gets to the point. Power play's over, back to even strength. Shot deflected right into Ty's glove. Shot, deflected, goes wide. Andrew with it along the boards, flips it up. Goes into Oxbow's zone. The D-man gets beat to the puck. Brendan wasn't quite ready for that puck. Wyatt, Coy with a slap shot, goes off the goalie's glove. No icing. Pass to 14 on Oxbow. Shoots it, glove saved by Ty. Held for a face-off. We'll have a face-off with 3:57 remaining in the second period. Thomas, Michael, and Colby on forward. Thomas steals this. Chips this up to Michael. Michael battling along the boards. Wins that battle, gets it to Thomas. Thomas just barely mishandles that at the last second. Got by his stick. Gathers it back up. Chips it to Michael. Michael's got it behind the net. Turning. Pass out front, broken up. Michael gets it back again. Short side off the outside of the post. Shot from the point, broken up. Wyatt off the boards, up to Thomas. Thomas grabs it, holds it down, settles it. Thomas with the shot, goes a little wide. 3 minutes remaining in this period. With Cameron, Colby, Elijah out there on forward. D-to-D pass. Didn't connect, so they had to dump it into Avonlea's zone deeper. Wyatt picks it off, bounces it off the boards. Max steals it out to Elijah. Elijah with a shot. Got a penalty coming up to Oxbow. Minutes for head contact. That's what happens when a 6 foot hits a 5 foot. Elijah's height drew a penalty there. Pass back to Colton. Andrew from the point, passes over to Braden. Braden with the shot, goes wide. Toy with the puck. Andrew with the slap shot from the point, goes wide of the net. Another shot by Braden, loose puck in front, held for a face-off. .151 remaining in this period. Face-off win for Avonlea. Controlled by Thomas behind the line. Stolen by the Oxbow D-man and fired all the way down the ice. Ty plays this over to Wyatt. Ty's got some room, he's going to skate it up past Thomas. Thomas fires this in. Colby gets to it first. Controls it, backhands it to himself. Pass over to Cameron. Cameron tries to go back to Braden. Braden with the slap shot, goes a little wide. Wyatt steps around his man with a shot. Loose puck. Cameron can't quite grab that. Wyatt to Braden. Braden flips this up. Can't quite connect with Toy. Stretch pass up to Colton off his stick. Stretch pass fails to connect here. 22 seconds remaining in this power play. Toy connected with his hit. Braden with a shot. Shot from the point, deflected and goes wide. On the face-off with 15. .5 seconds remaining. Michael with the puck behind the net, gets it over to Colby, but he loses control at the last second. Chase with the chance. That'll do it for this period. 2-1 in favor of Oxbow after 2. We will see you in 15 minutes. third period. Looks like we're gonna have Colton, Coy, and Brendan out there on forward. Andrew and Braden on defense. Teams are fired up going into this third period. Chips it up to Brendan. Brendan fires this in. Andrew holds it in at the blue line. Takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Puck goes in behind Oxbow's net. Andrew's chasing in to keep it in. Puck goes off the glass, almost held in by Andrew. Andrew gets a step on his man. Gets a shot off, the goalie has to make a save. Andrew crashes the net. We have Thomas, Colby, and Mike out on forward. Chase and Wyatt on defense. Michael circling the net. Fires it through the crease. Nobody was there to pick it up. Wyatt steps in, chips it in. Thomas, Michael, Colby on forward. Puck is loose. Picked up by Colby. Can't quite get a stick on it in time. Thomas fans on it. Puck goes over to Michael. Michael stretch pass over to Colby. Goes out of the zone. Fired back in on Ty. Ty has to make the save. Chase passes up. Doesn't connect with his teammate. Shot goes high over the net. Oxbow's not going to be able to hold it in. They're going to have to regroup. Stolen by Wyatt. Wyatt sidesteps the man. Gets it into the zone. Pass out front. It's intercepted by 14 of Oxbow. Shoots. Hard off the dasher and into the roof there. Well, the face-off was 17:43 remaining in this period. Cameron, Max, Elijah, Andrew, and Braden on defense. Puck's over to Max here. Max up to Colby or Cameron. Max pins his player against the boards. Cameron wins that battle for that puck. Pass it back to Max. Penalty coming up to Oxbow. Got a penalty coming up. Head contact. I believe it'll only be 2 minutes. Andrew and Braden are on D here. Thomas, Cameron, and Colby are on forward. Thomas circling, passes over to Cameron. Cameron fires it hard towards the net. Goalie makes a nice play and covers it. Wyatt coming in for Andrew. Same forward still out there. Face-off win here for Oxbow. Wyatt steps in, gets the puck to Colby. Thomas has got it now. Pass back to Wyatt. Back to Thomas. Thomas back to Braden. Braden flips this into Thomas. Gets to gather it down. It was high. Back to Wyatt. Thomas. Across to Cameron. Cameron with the shot. Just goes high of the net. Wyatt was pass across the ice to Thomas. Thomas had pressure on him right away. Narrowly escaped getting hit by Coy again. Martin ran into a freight train. Too many men on the ice, I think. Be a 5-on-3 power play here for Avonlea. Colton, Max out there. Face-off win here for Oxbow, but it's gathered up by Avonlea. Chase wraps us around the boards. Puck is chipped by and out of out of Oxbow's zone. 14 seconds remaining in this 5-on-3. Shot is deflected by Chase. Out of play with 3 seconds remaining in this one of the 5-on-3 here. Thomas, Colby, Cameron out there. 5-on-4 now. Puck gets to the point, held in. Braden with it. Over to Wyatt. Wyatt up the boards. Misses Thomas. Will have an icing penalty here. Thomas on this draw. Face-off win here for Oxbow. Shot goes wide of the net. Ty has to make a save there. Braden across over to Cameron, goes over his stick. Cameron across to Colby. Colby back to Wyatt. Wyatt stepping up. And we're going to get a kneeing penalty here. Tripping. clipping. And a misconduct. Gotta manage to keep your mouth shut when you're getting a penalty.
It's up there, but this, I can't clear this other one here. Yeah, I can.
It's a double minor, I guess. Quiet with the puck. Pass up to Max. Max is gaining the zone. Colton with the shot. Goes wide of the net. It's going to be cleared by Oxbow here. Get back to 5-on-3, or 5-on-4, I should say. Max. Lost control, is poked free. Oxbow's number 5, circling. Shot from the point. Quiet with a pass up to Coy. Coy with the wrist shot, goes off the goalie's glove, off the back of the net. Puck's cleared all the way down. Andrew's gonna have to chase it down. Wraps this around over to Wyatt. Pops off the boards up to Cameron. Cameron sidesteps his man, but can't quite gain control of the puck at the last second. Loose puck in front. Grabbed by Colby. Cameron with a shot. Goalie had to make the save. Blocked shot by the Oxbow forward. Andrew with it, passes up to Thomas. Thomas gathers it up. Thomas tried chipping it over Cameron, but he wasn't quite there, ready for it. Cameron steals it. Chase with it, shoots it towards the net. Deflected, goes wide of the net. Andrew back to Chase. Chase misses the shot, gets it to the corner though. Oxbow fires this down, 1 minute left in their power play. Andrew's bringing it in. Blocker save. Wyatt just fails to hold this in. Braden over to Coy. Oxbow's bringing it out. Passes across. 18 with the shot. Goes wide of the net. 20 seconds remaining in the power play for Avonlea. Wyatt to Max. Max has to turn back. 10 seconds left in this power play. Braden, lead pass up to Michael. Michael gets it. Gets ran over. Gets back up though. Max back to Wyatt. Wyatt with the shot. It's loose in front. Cleared to the corner. Held in by Wyatt again. Wyatt with a shot. Goes a little wide. Max wins that battle behind the net. Braden with a nice play to keep it in the zone. Avonlea's going to get a line change here. Levin from Oxbow shoots it over the net. Oh, Thomas almost stole that. Michael the shot from the point. Oxbow goalie plays it, and they clear the puck. Puck's held in by Michael at the point. Spinning. With Thomas, Colby, Michael out there. Now Elijah. Elijah gathers that puck back up again, over to Thomas with the shot. Goalie makes a save. 8:15 remaining. Cameron, Elijah, Max out there. From Oxbow's got a chance here. Passes out front. It's bobbled at the last second. They don't get a shot off that 2-on-1. Max with it. Bringing it out, bounces it over to Elijah. Elijah fires this all the way in the zone. Braden wraps that around. Oxbow has to fire it in. It's going to be delayed offside. Braden with some nice patience gets it over to Andrew along the boards, up to Brandon. Braden. Up to Coy. Intercepted. It's a chance for Oxbow. Pass out. Nice play by 14. That'll make it 3-1 in favor of Oxbow. Thomas, Colton, or Colby, and Mike out there on forward. Oxbow fires this up, doesn't get it by Michael. Michael's going to sidestep his player. Gets it in. Still battling. Colby with it behind the net now. Colby out in front, loose! Michael with a chance, just fails to get that Puck in, Wyatt with a shot. Another loose puck, Thomas shoots it. Michael back to Wyatt. Wyatt with the shot, off the ref's foot. Wyatt with another shot, goes off a goal or Oxbow player's stick. Chance for Oxbow. Loses control at the last second. Colby off the boards. 22 from Oxbow holds it in, fires it, goes behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Wyatt. Wyatt has to flip this up along the edge, goes over Michael's head, stays in the zone though. Chase with the puck. .540 remaining. With Cameron, Max, Elijah on forward. Andrew and Braden on D. Shot goes wide of the net. It's a chance for Avonlea. Pass doesn't connect with anyone. Andrew flips this off the boards. Cameron's gonna have to chase it down. Elijah just about got it. It's held in by Oxbow. Shot. Ty with the glove save. Holds it for a face-off. Both teams making line changes here. Colton brings it across Oxbow's line. Chance for Oxbow to clear the puck. Kneeing penalty. With Thomas, Cameron, Colby out there on this power play, Wyatt and Braden on D. Puck is clear of the zone. Wyatt across to Braden. Braden's got room. Skating in, gaining the zone, pass it back to Colby. Colby with the shot, glove save by the goalie. Face-off was controlled by Avonlea with Thomas behind the net. Passes back to Braden. Braden with a one-timer. Goalie makes a huge save. Coy, Colton, Max out there on forward. Wyatt and Braden on defense. Held in by Wyatt at the point. Pass across to Braden with the shot. Goalie makes the save. from the point. Deflected, goes to the corner. It's grabbed by Max. Over to Coy. Max back to Andrew. Andrew across to Braden. Braden with the shot. Goes wide of the net. Picked up by Andrew along the boards, but it's going to be cleared by Oxbow. Braden across to Andrew. We have Andrew, Mac, or Colton, Thomas, and Cameron out there. Shot down the ice. 2:44 remaining in this period. Thomas to Buck, pass across. Colby fires this all the way in. Cameron with a nice chip to get it by his man. Gathers up the puck. Gains his own, chips it in. Tries to chip it over to Colby. Colby passes it back. Doesn't connect with his intended player. Coy. Up to Colby. Colby sidesteps 17. To shot, and it's a goal! Don't see the trash talking now.
Oh, yeah!
3-2 game going with 1:36 remaining in this period. Timeout, Avonlea.
Score number 25, holding on kid. Oh, yeah!
Face-off with 1:36 remaining. We have Thomas, Colby, Cameron. Cameron's feet up to Thomas. Stolen by Colby behind the net. Makes a step around his man. Can't quite get the shot off. We have an empty net for Avonlea. Coy and Wyatt on defense. Face-off here with 1:08 remaining. Empty net for Avonlea, so we'll have 6 forwards, or 6 attackers, I should say. Thomas taking this draw with Coy, Colby, Cameron. Puck is kicked to the corner. Goes in front, it's picked up by the Oxbow player. Puck is cleared, picked up by Wyatt. Stretch pass over to Coy. Coy grabs it. Thomas might get a chance with this, not quite, doesn't get there in time. Five seconds remaining. Shot goes in. Oxbow. Camera will be serving this penalty. Puck goes into Oxbow's zone. Ten seconds remaining. Oh, 2 seconds remaining in this game. We could have just finished it, but shenanigans are going to occur. Thanks for tuning in. The U18s play tomorrow. What time do they play tomorrow? 6 o'clock. U18s will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in.